during the maps, also during the objectives.
Yes, that is very true. And I think in the early game right now, in the mid lane fights, there will not be a huge fight just like the first game because Basha is not is tanky. He has very high HP, so they will. It's going to be very hard for Aurora to actually get the kill in the beginning of the game. So yeah,
let's see. Can Aurora finish this clean, or will Team Spirit fight back? Let us throw it to the casters to give us good game 2.
Game 2 about to unfold here. Once again, it's Aurora from the Philippines versus Team Spirit. We've had a couple series now go the distance, 3 games. Will this be the one? It's up to Team Spirit to decide that. It's me, Nice to joined here with Wolf, bringing you guys the action for Game 2. Hey, Wolf, we saw this yesterday, man. The Zetian came through with Team Spirit's game against Team Max, but that was paired up with an Arlot. Now it's a Yuzhong. What do you think about this combination? Is the quote-unquote, technically kind of sort of buff that Zetian got valuable here?
It will be valuable, especially if they get to that the good point where it's the late game. But I think that it's more of a combo for the Cho. It's like, let's say Sao goes to the other side of the map, they get a good kick, they can combo it up with an ultimate from the Zetian, wherever she is, right? So that might be the idea for Team Spirit so that they can increase their tempo of gameplay. That Little Wonder is going to go to Demon Kite, which might not be that big as of this moment, but yeah, every single lead matters. Up top though, Kid Bomba, I'm pretty sure that typically explainers will favor the Yuzhong versus the Uranus up in that explain, but it's more of a lane where the only reason for anyone to die in this top lane is if you actually mess up.
Whoa.
I don't think that will happen. Sawo almost being taken out. Zetian, can you at least... No, you will not get the Lizard. Demon Kite will just resume his jungling.
Yeah, very close there. You know, he didn't have the level 4 just yet, but nonetheless, he gets it here, and he's still slightly above one shot. You know, with this on how aggressive Team Spirit was in the early game. And that's something that they've liked to do from, you know, series to series. They're pretty aggressive in the early game. They're going to go ahead and press where they can. But ultimately, no one going down before this first turtle comes up. Light, he's going to be quite low here. I don't think Sawa's going to chase, but knowing that Light's low enough, they're going to go top. Kid Bomba gets away. There'll be a little bit of extra gold here for Aurora, but Sawo and the rest are going to come respond.
Yeah, they also commit the Yuzhong ultimate for this one. Edward happy to tank this, very tanky at this moment. Eventually will go down. The Purify Consecration is not going to be enough. Definitely positive for Team Spirit this time. Going to be waiting for this, maybe this Lunox to be in the fight. To be fair, I think the Aurora Gaming PH don't have the better turtle team fighting team, I would say, because they only have the Uranus plus the Lunox, and they also have the Grok. The Grok is phenomenal, but there's no actual combo to go with it. But it seems like Team Spirit will just give this away, knowing that they already have committed the Yuzhong ultimate up top.
Yeah,
felt
and
like
they
didn't want to fight.
It was all because of the Rampart reset, you know, that Light did, and we see the Grok do that plenty of times. So, you know, what could have been their turtle after that play up top, it doesn't happen. Whoa, Demon Kite, again, getting so close to getting a kill here, just lacking a little bit of that damage on the YSS for now. So, no go there. Team Spirit, though, not doing too bad right now. Hiko and Domang have just been duking it out so far through this lane. Claude, oh no, Sunset Lover will finally go down, and that kill goes over to Yue. You know, on this Lunox, we've seen it plenty of times, scales up really nicely throughout the game, and that's something you always have to be able to respect, because not only does she actually do quite a bit of damage, but a lot of the best Lunox players that we've seen so far in Games of the Future are really good at baiting out those abilities or certain resources from the opposing team because of that brilliance and even the flicker available.
Dominic on the Harith, of course, one of the experts with this hero for sure. Knows the ins and outs of this hero. Whereas Demon Kite picks up the Hunters right now. They really want to fight now. Sunset Lover in trouble, but One Shot and Stawa actually attracting the attention of Aurora Gaming. They will sacrifice the Cho this time. One Shot wants to get a kill to Yue, but the members of Aurora Gaming are prepared for this one. The output of damage into Hiko on the Demon Kite. Gets the kill on the jungler of Aurora Gaming. That's a massive pick off for Hiko. And that's Aurora Gaming stumbling a little bit in the mid lane.
Yeah, I mean, they probably got the call. Oh, they'll clean it up anyway.
Ah, okay. Okay.
Good.
He's
How about
getting
that
it.
one? Oh man, gets his payback for his former Raider brother.
That's right. And that's still 1,500 gold favoring Aurora Gaming PH. But this time it's Hiko getting the first kill amongst the gold laners. And Turtle will be spawning now. Be ready for this one. Demon Cat is level 8.
Yep.
One Shot is level 7. And Team Spirit are first to go here. Here comes the Yuzhong ultimate. Wants to go for you. It actually spots out where Demon Kite is. The Retribution is there for One Shot. Demon Kite too far away. Now Edward jumping in from the One Shot. There is no chance for him to knock it down. Unless, of course, the Rampart is there. They also have the stun. Aurora Gaming felt like they cannot proceed any further and will just give up that second turtle in favor of Team Spirit.
This is interesting though too, because with this lineup from Aurora Gaming, it's like I said, it's more towards that mid to late game transition of a lineup that is going to scale up really well, and them having this kind of lead.
Oh, the flicker bird. That's going to be Light to actually stop the stun. Yu is still in trouble though, and he will go down. Hiko gets his second kill. Now Light might be in trouble. Here comes Storming Kite, pops the Zaman Force. There's the Rampart to shut down One Shot. He cannot get out of here.
Such
he
a
will
good
be
wall.
taken out. What a great wall coming out from the Grok. And Aurora Gaming and Team Spirit, both gold laners getting 1 kill apiece.
Yeah, going back to what I was saying, after that fight broke out too, that's the thing. If Aurora Gaming has this lead and it continues to scale up with them throughout the game, their lineup's really going to profit from this. So that's why you also see Team Spirit making plays like this. They want to go ahead and utilize, this advantage that they have, specifically even for Hiko, having a much better game, right, this time around with the Claude, and their damage throughput is good at this point. Sao as well, we haven't seen any big kicks, that combination that we usually see with the Cho, the Way of the Dragon into the Zetian, or whatever combination they decide to do. And that might come later, when they're able to go ahead and get to that point. Oh, tech charge again from Light.
Yeah. That's just two. One Shot is
One
actually
Shot?
running forward. He's so speedy. Now Light might be in trouble. The flicker is committed. Now Sao goes for the kick,
Sao?
but kind of misses it. And now he's
What?
punished. Now it's going to be Dominic Kite. Going to be taken out even with the Salmon Force. Misstep coming up from Aurora Gaming. The trade is definitely bad for them. And Team Spirit will be very happy about this. As Hiko is left alive. Dominic Kite taken out. The turtle is still alive. Edward wants to make something happen here, but with the backshot, the anti-heal might be enough to take him down, to purify. Oh, here comes Hiko. He will not let it. Edward's still alive. Now Yue wants to get into the fight. This time has been zoned out by the members of Team Spirit. Edward, oh, man.
He's feeling that
Very good.
passive, man. He's feeling the passive from the Baksha. And, he's had to sidestep that. Turtle's going to be secure, though. There's a fight.
Oh, another fight. Salmon Force. Dominic is back. Hit Bomba might be in trouble because of this, and indeed he will die. Dominic still wants to go for one shot this time, but that is a back shot. Very tanky at this point. They're going to be happy with one takedown on Kid Bomba. But Aurora Gaming, they're giving some opening for Team Spirit, and Team Spirit are happy to collect.
Yeah, good thing, once again, as long as Hiko doesn't die, Team Spirit's in a decent position. Zaman Force going to be dropped down just to push him off.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think this breaks into a fight. It's just to get the tier 1 turret up top. So they'll do that. Like I said, Hiko, as long as he's alive, Team Spirit will be okay. Again, Purify's there. He just got his second item, I believe, up to this point. So Hiko farming up. You saw the Blaze do it too. So like some of the tankier members here like this, I know a Brute Force was just picked up by Edward, but you're going to be able to get through some of those tankier heroes. It's just the difficult part for Hiko is actually getting there, because you are susceptible to getting set up obviously with the crowd control. That's why that Purify timing is so crucial. And we've seen that a couple times here, Wolf, where, these gold laners, these marksmen will have the Purifies, but maybe the timing's off, maybe they forget to use it, and so that's even more crucial here, considering the fact that, again, this is a match point. It's best of 3, Aurora Gaming, and with the lead that they have, they can play the long game here, and that's exactly how they've been moving around the map. So this is all to play into that first Lord. It's going to be up in about 30 seconds, and they are in a fighting position. So for Team Spirit, we'll see how they hold on to it. Again, they can set things up, get an advantage with Sawo, but Sawo just can't get caught out, and that's always the risk with a Cho, right? It seems to be the case every time we've seen the Cho pick up. You are essentially trying to set things up with the team with that Way of the Dragon, but if you get caught out or you're separated from your team and you're gone, that's also a big part of the piece of the puzzle for this composition that Team Spirit brought to this game.
The next piece of the puzzle, though, for both teams will be this Lord. 9 minutes, the 10-minute mark. Or Gaming leading by 2,300. And Demon Cat is level 14 compared to One Shot's level 11. So this is a big lead that they are holding on. However, that might be nullified by this Yuzhong as they have found Dominic, but Dominic just reveals their position because of that. The factor here is the Yuzhong ultimate, but they already know where Kid Bomba is going to be coming from. Dangerous grass though, so you have to still be careful about that bush near that, and Light actually spots that out. They know somebody is there. Edward on the left side. Hiko is actually moving onto it, but that is actually Uranus. Yue wants to go for the kill. The Blazing Duet might not be enough for this one. But this time, Sunset Lover saves him. Now in comes the ultimate from the Yuzhong, but he's getting pummeled by Demon Kite. Demon Kite evades it, and that's the Lord. All the while, he's nudging Sawo. Oh my goodness, the multitasking from Demon Kite. One shot now in trouble against 4 members of Aurora. And Demon Kite had to handle the Hilda, the Yuzhong, and the Lord. And my, oh my, he still gets a retribution on top of that.
Wolf, I said it earlier, you know, that the brilliance, sometimes it can bait the opponent to go a little bit longer than they wanted to, or just capitalize on a kill. That was great timing from Yue to not go down too. Again, great backup from the team as a whole. And yes, like you mentioned, even for Demon Kite, locked in it to the objective, but also these fights that were breaking out. Little Zombie Force drop down there. We'll see if they just secure this orange buff. A Chastised Pauldron now picked up by Edward to help deal with Hiko. And now the base push starts here for Aurora Game. Again, 6,000 gold ahead. Team Spirit, they're showing that they can fight. Like, if they get the favorable setup, they can. But look at this conceal. This might be it.
Petrified. This might be it for Team Spirit, or will it be? The
so
second ultimate also committed. Yue will now be kicked. Yue is still alive. Sawo is the exchange. Sawo will be traded out. Hiko now in trouble. Gonna be chased down by Edward. That's the Uranus. Returning the favor. Watch him now. Gonna be next to the docket. He still is alive for now. The bottom lane turret will be pushed. Sunset Lover dealing damage against Edward. The Edward happy to tank it. Happy to take it all. Oh, like these there. Dominic Kite pokes and prods. Yue is also threatening for a combo. This time with the ultimate now available for himself. Gonna be the push into the mid lane. Kid Bomba fends up the attack. They're zoning out members of Aurora for now. And they will be able to take up top lane though. Aurora Gaming. Great aggression that will net them 2 inhibitor turrets at just 11 minutes. 12 minutes, I mean.
Yeah, very, very good push with that Lord right there. Taking a look at the items here, you can see that, right? The defensive items are in place for Aurora. Those double 2 Chastised Pauldrons really helping them out to deal with that. Plus, again, the blade armor, even to an extent, the brute force there. You've got plenty of ability to deal with the majority of this damage, which is physical from Team Spirit. I know the Zetian is there. She is able to provide somewhat of damage. Now, even with the patch coming out and they buffed, I believe it was, they buffed her second skill damage and then they reduced the mana cost for it. But in the majority of these team fights, you're using that Fury of the Phoenix, you're trying to get that stun off. But then, as we saw with the kick earlier on from Sawo, he might get the space to kick, but then there's no follow-up. They're going to force a fight again.
Exactly. Sawo will kick Edward. Not a good target. Now Sawo will be taken out because of that damage output from Dominic is phenomenal. At this stage of the game, a fully locked item, Harith will be a threat to any member of Team Spirit. And they will just transition into the Lord this time. Edward's just scouting out the members of Team Spirit. Dominic and Yue are actually staying here. Light as well. Everybody stays. Now first committed. Nice one out there. Coming up from Light. Now Kid Bomba has to run away. Forced to use some of their spells just to get out.
They stay in it though.
Aurora Gaming, they will get the Lord.
Lord is secured. Aurora Gaming is basically just saying, you know, we'll hold up this front. 4-man, let Demonkind do his thing, secure the objective. Edward's taking some shots. Solo's going to be careful here, man. It's been a couple times now, and that's what I was saying. The risk of the Cho pick, every single time we see it in the team comps, is that case. Like, you'll go for the kick, and at this point, when you're down this much too, you're most likely going to die in that setup. So you got to make it count. Like, that's one of the things about it. You know, where in comparison to a Grok, it's like, all right, I'm going to tech charge, but then I can also try to escape from here. I have a couple other things up my sleeve in Grok's kick. Whereas, again, Cho, he is mobile, but then mostly you need to go ahead and just get the kick off in the right direction. And so far, that has been so difficult for Salo. Now with this Lord coming up the top lane, they're going to try to hold on to the mid turret. It's going to be taken care of really quickly. Edward just cutting them off from that turret. How will Team Spirit deal with this?
Well, oh my goodness, the tech charge catches me. The Summon Force committed. Samo for now survives, but eventually will go down. The one shot might be next. And he's the next target for Aurora Gaming. They're now diving him into it. Oh my goodness, Demonkind nails the arrow. But he has to die because of that. Kid Bomba doesn't have the ultimate anymore. Sunset Lover, oh, the Summon Force. Round number 2 doesn't matter.